Well, Otho Gold is out here in the garden after that 2-month layoff when I was down there in Georgia taking care of Mom. Come home and got weeds everywhere. I tell you, you know what? There are about 60 different definitions I've seen for a weed, but for me, a weed is a plant that's out of place. And you know, you can't grow them in rows. No way, no way. But anyway, I came home and I've got, this is a terrible weed here. It's called bindweed. Bind with B-I-N-D, because it wraps itself around plants and it spreads. It sends out these little tendrils underneath the ground and it starts coming up everywhere. It'll crawl underneath sidewalks and come up in between the cracks of bricks. It is just horrible, horrible plant. And the only way you can kill it, well, you can pull it up like I'm doing here, but you can pour boiling water on it. Now, have you ever heard of killing a plant by pouring boiling water on it? You can only do that if it's not close to other plants, and of course, bindweed likes to grow right next to other plants, so it kind of limits your ability to use it in the garden. Well, I've got other nasty plants coming up here also. You remember me talking about the thistle back there in Georgia? Well, I got thistle plants coming up too. They send out seeds if you let them flower out. And fortunately, these pull up pretty easily. But look at all those barbs. You remember me talking about not touching those things? As this plant gets bigger, it's got some really sharp barbs on it. You don't want to be touching that thing. But again, that's another nasty leaf, a weed. So, Otho's going to be out here pulling weeds now. I worked for a couple of hours yesterday. Didn't make a lot of progress, but got some work done. I know a lot of you like to garden, and it's a task in the summertime, isn't it? I was so sad that I went away for 2 months and the weeds didn't give me a break. I thought they might just rest a little bit, but no. What I've learned is that, you know, nature is going to win because they always get last bat. The weeds do. Last bat, weeds win. Y'all be careful.